Welcome back, lords and ladies, to another Strong Arms and Swift Steel #2 Hot Seat. And you'll see that Meryn Trant is not dead yet because during my turn, the admin, due to let's see, it's the fort here at Rook's Rest. The way they were doing that and the way I found that bug is actually the Night Fighter. Like, I don't know if I discussed this in the last turn or in the last video, but the Night Fighter idea that I thought would fix the bug did not. So they ended up just taking my men out, disbanding because it wouldn't have killed many of theirs. And they left Meryn Trant alive until admin turn because then he'll use admin forces to kill him. But I do appreciate the knowledge of knowing they have 3 galleys up there, which means they're building ships and they haven't moved. So that's good. At the same time, they defeated my ships that were in port. They got Partial coming after me, and then they've got another Sailor. Also, their entire fleet, Sailor, Stannis, and all his Manusness, Monterries, and all of his Monteriness. So, now there lies a large problem with this gap right in the middle here. They could just dock and go. So basically, we're gonna have to suck it up and build another fort. But we need to keep that one there. I'm not gonna do all the simulating for that, but that's the basic gist. We move our men back here. That blocks off this is due to zone of control. If they dock here with both night fighters, so say one here and one here, because zone of control would only allow one army to besiege it, so then I'll just use as many men as I have in range, attack that army, and it would just get the zone of control, and it would not include this second army that they might dock. Now, they might not even do this. They could just go over here and kill this army. Hey, they might as well. I mean, they have the troops now. And they have the nice... God, they have the nice boats. All silver chevrons, of course. So that's that. Another thing they could do. Oh, maybe they can't. Well, no, they can. So they could go around this way, stop right here, and then next turn, go right there. And the second boat would be right behind. My boats would still not be able to defeat them. On a 1-to-1 scale, that is, and then I'd have to put another fort down over here. But then that would give Kevin enough time to get his ass over here. So, fingers crossed that they might do that. One basic gist over here is we grab him, throw him over there, it blocks off that little pass. Toss everybody there, build, toss down a fort. He goes about right there. That way we're not quite in range. Grab. Do that. 70% is fine. I really don't have the money. This turn I end up breaking both of these chapels. And I almost convinced myself to destroy blacksmiths, but no. This one is pretty much all of those guys. Well, it's not quite like that, but we'll just simulate it like this. Marbrand attacks, kills that. We're gonna keep this fort, but the reason we don't use the gold cloaks in the battle is because the gold cloaks always take the heaviest casualties, even though they are the best. So to keep your good infantry alive, don't use them in the battles. Let the crappier guys take the hit. Anyways, so our fort only goes to there. Now I noticed this, so what they could do is take Rob, put him on the bridge, attack here, and have another force. So any guys here, here, and here in range to do this battle. Now that's fine and dandy, but I came up with a solution. So basically, the mountain shall sit right there. So his zone of control will block this one tile. In doing so, that forces them to have to attack him in order to cross. Now the zone of control for that battle only goes for those two guys. So if Rob's over on the bridge, then it won't affect Rob. Ergo, you can't use both armies to attack both my armies. It's just like the bridge over here, except had to be a little bit more complicated this time. So we'll be able to take this fort as well, and it's good because I had to abandon this one. And also I had to abandon this one and that one. Not with those guys. I end up tossing them in Lannisport. The force inside of this fort has left, and they went right here. So the idea is we're going to take him there. Also, we're going to throw him there as well because I'm out of range. Of course, he's out of range of attacking us, which I didn't realize, which is good. I didn't even test because I wasn't afraid of 3 crossbowmen and 2 spears if he could attack. But that's that. I end up tossing Stafford this way because I didn't have enough money to recruit men in Hornvale. I checked this guy's, just the general's movement, and he's got regular movement, so he should not be able to attack Hornvale and take it, empty as it is. Stafford's going to be running over there to, garrison the place. If they end up fording off here to block us off, my plan is just to throw him, here, I'll just give you kind of a... Plan is just to run over here, ford off about right there, because this is unmovable territory. We'll just fort there. That'll block the pass off, and it will stop any more bleeding that we could possibly have. Now, we might have to lose the blacksmith depending on what they do next, as they also have reinforcements in the form of Loris, 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, that's only 2. I thought that was 3. So that's another 3 there, and that's 12. So another half stack, roughly. Tumbleton just has Giles Footley still. And that guy just, this place is so barren, but at the same time, I can't run down there and attack because I would be leaving my main lands open. I need to get these guys liberated somehow. The idea might be to attack next turn, of course, because it all depends on what they do next. So there might be the best. Or what I could do is run up. Because having this one fort here for too long is actually hurting me. Even though it's not killing the soldiers, it's hurting my chances to defend other places. And we also said no to him. So, depending on what they do next, if they just besiege this army, that's fine. They'll take plenty of casualties, and that will give me plenty of time to move Kevin. But it will take a lot of generals away from me. Also, I want to point out the nitbit. I haven't lost any generals yet, but I'm about to. I'm definitely about to. Plus, the last of my ships are about to be sunk, so... It's a shame I don't have enough money to recruit any more ships, because if they do end up attacking and besieging King's Landing with Stannis, Kevin is still out of range, and we don't really have that many good troops in range. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to skip ahead to the autosave in just a sec. Alright, so here we are with our grand old autosave. And still first militarily, of course, and pretty much fourth financially. I end up moving my ship from there to over here because, let me show you what I mean. Well, I can't really quite see what I mean. But there are two ships literally just out of my range of eyesight.
Yes, my lord. As you wish. Yes, sire.
Well, either way,
Without
they're literally right here with all those forces, and they're still out of range of Cowcow, so I didn't have to move them. Now, I didn't move them because, you know, then they have to, otherwise if I moved them up one more tile, then they could just fort here, which would be stupid of them, actually. I don't know why I didn't just move him up one tile to be safe, but I tested it just to make sure he was safe, and he's safe. So that's fine. Still holding. We have the Gregor Clegane guarding the pass. And we beefed up Marbrand's army just a bit more. Still got his gold cloaks, got some pavies. Those armored spearmen from Marbrand over here, his daddy. And I almost brought Kevin forward with just his cavalry because then it would have been in range of everything. But 5 units of cavalry would not tip the scales very much. Though having a great general might. So it really just depends on what they do. If they do go for King's Landing, then I'm gonna kill off Gunther Sunglass. If they don't, then they don't. Yeah, I don't have any money, so Tyrion's in here by himself. He can't leave, otherwise I lose like 500 gold. We have more troops coming though. Of course, I'm out of Levy Spears after this turn. And if they don't decide to do anything, then I can just stay at a stalemate with them. I don't know. I wouldn't mind, you know. It's in my best interests to have a stalemate, but if they do move forward with the Renly fleet, then let's see, how do I put this? Their fleet would be attacked, possibly sunk, and then I could move forward with Craigcall, and I'd be in range to drop him off here and kill Humphrey Hewitt. And yeah, same thing, take back Cornfield. That'd be nice. It'd be nice. Now, it really just depends on what they do here, because if they go for the Southern Riverlands too, it's like I really don't have everything, man. It's so hard to play against freaking so many people. It's so difficult. You know, it's just it's hard. It's hard. Plus the Greyjoys are gone if I didn't already show you guys that, so I'm just in range with him. I don't want him to get raided, but he might get attacked anyways. I had to put Tywin in case because it would bring more money in. Same if I tossed him in Casterly Rock, which I didn't because I didn't want to. Should have. But I conscripted a new boat, though it killed me financially. So then, if they do come back in a couple turns and they don't sack stuff right away, then I can wait till my ship builds to go to Faircastle. Otherwise, Banefort and Case are fine. He's attacked. He's got Tywin. Tywin's not really going to do much in Case, but eh. So, predictions. Predictions being I somehow am able to take down River Run because I need to crush that fucker. I really do. The way I might be able to, you know, not have to deal with it too much is possibly just, I don't know, it's questionable. Because I'll have to keep at least these two forts. Because I can just leave the two armies right there. You know, it's difficult trying to put them together. So I'll have to have two here. Hopefully I can get this resolved next turn and not have to have it, or he gets besieged and he'll get killed, so I don't have to have another fort. And then if nothing gets besieged over here, then we'll have to throw down another fort over there, which would be even greater. They'll probably just end up going around with all their movement. Well, that army is actually going to help because it's an extra deterrent by a few more squares. So it really just depends. Depends if Renly's ever attacked by the Targaryens. It depends if Stannis is ever hit by, I don't know, a giant wave that kills him. You know, I'd love for a storm to just end him and, make my job so much easier. And then the Starks get attacked by wildlings and stuff. And Greyjoys come and eat me alive. But yes, this will be the end of it. I'll see you guys in the next turn. Bear Night out.